What's going on, Muff Riders? It's your boy Muffin Shark back at it again on this fine Saturday evening to bring you another Black Magic Harp game and live stream. And tonight we're picking back up with Alan Wake Remastered. We started playing this game last Saturday and we are going to continue to play it on Saturday nights, one chapter at a time, much like we are doing with Life is Strange 2 Colors on Thursday nights. This game's got 8 chapters, including the 2 DLCs, so technically the full game is 6 chapters, but the 2 DLCs make up Chapter 7 and Chapter 8, so it just continues the main story, which I think is great. Regardless, we're going to play the whole thing, all 8 parts, and yeah, tonight is Chapter 2, and what's really cool, I noticed last week before I cut off the stream, when we finished Chapter 1, is... after every chapter we'll get a little recap, like previously. You'll see. Let's dive into it, man. This game's great.
Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
Here we go.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Okay.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll
Oh,
need
it's
it if I'm
coming
gonna finish this by
down.
tomorrow.
So this is 3 years ago. I think it said New York, which makes sense because that's like a writer's mecca. All the great writers
Oh,
live in
hey,
New York.
I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
I like how we both have offices in different rooms. Just
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
wow.
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now. My wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Okay. So that is 2. I mean, I've only picked up 1, so we must already had the sudden stop 1. I think each chapter it'll start you already have one because it was like that in episode 1. Yeah. Alright. So there's 1, 2, 3, 11 more to find in this episode. Alright.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called.
So many books. Uh-oh.
Alan! Please check the fuse box!
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry!
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay.
Man, the graphics look good though. I know I keep saying it,
The dark really spooked me too.
for
When it got really
for a
bad,
game
my mom
from
gave me
the
this old light switch.
PS3,
She called
Xbox
it the
360
clicker.
era,
The clicker, huh?
Yeah.
you
If
know,
I ever
and
got
it
scared of the
wasn't
dark, I
fully
could just
rebuilt
flip
from
the
the ground
switch
up.
and the
That would be a
magic light would
remake.
scare the monsters
This
away.
is just
Oh, sure.
updated, remastered, fresh coat of
Here it
paint, if
is.
you will.
Alan.
Maybe
It
it'll
looks
help you
good.
too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
That's sweet. But now she's missing. Oh, we had a dope apartment in New York. Brick building. I don't know what borough they're in or what neighborhood. Here we go,
How do you
present
feel,
day.
Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
I was gonna say, I think we're at the police station and they just had the doctor come over. This ain't no doctor's office. Bet you one thing, oh.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now. Very good.
I'll come back later on.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress.
Nope.
She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
Oh, we met her, so she was definitely real. How she plays into the story, we don't know, but it was her cabin we ended up staying at that...
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Yeah.
That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
Oh, we got a few missing people. But no one cares about your cat. It's kind of a small police station, unless it's probably got a second floor.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
You charged my phone for me?
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this.
Unknown?
Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
What the fuck?
To the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
What?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's
Mr. Wade,
Peak.
can I help you with anything?
Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he'd quit drinking for good.
The light's on. The deputies, they don't understand. Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different.
I got you, fam.
Know, I shouldn't even be in here.
I believe it.
They got...
Yep.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
Interesting.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, "Go through the fence on the left."
Well, let's search the lot first. Could be another manuscript. Yep, thermos right there in front of me.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station.
I know what
there was something
said.
for me in an abandoned car.
It's been a long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep.
All right.
Just one more item before
And there's manuscript.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
Let's see what he put in the
Alice's
junk.
driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
What's going on, Tyler? How you doing, bud?
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to
Nice, man.
Am I free to go?
Yeah,
Well,
some people
we still
think
need
that
to
the
talk
Ezio
about-
games are the
No,
best ones in the
of course not.
franchise.
But
My
I need to know where
favorite
you'll be
will always
staying
be
so I can
Black
get in touch
Flag, I
with you.
think.
I'd avoid the motel.
But
The Majestic is
yeah,
known for
I
its
was I
orchards.
played
The cabins at Elderwood are pretty
AC3
nice,
around this
though.
time
That sounds
last year.
perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil
When that
Hartman.
remaster came
I'd like
out.
to invite you
It
to
was
stay
on
at
sale, I
Cauldron
think,
Lake Lodge.
for like
Did you
15
talk
bucks.
to my wife?
And I love the remaster because it comes with the
on several occasions.
George
Did you set
Washington
something up with
DLC,
I
and
invited
it
her
came
here.
with
My clinic is a
the
place
PSP
where...
game,
Take it easy.
Liberation, I think. The one where you're the girl in New
Nobody move.
Orleans.
Get your hands
So yeah,
off
it was
of
a
my
good
client.
value.
Who are you? I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right.
I've been wanting to
I don't
do
want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still
another
stands.
playthrough of Syndicate,
Get me outta
actually, because I feel like that game is underrated. I think it gets a bad
What the hell
rep.
was that about, Al?
I thought it was really
A
fun.
replay of that thing
And it's
with
the only one where you
paparazzi?
have like a
I thought they were gonna
gauntlet
lock you
grapple
up.
hook, man. How awesome is that? I don't know. I like the
had
new
to talk to
ones like
someone. I
Origins
told
and
Barry
Odyssey. I
everything.
haven't played
He thought I was
Valhalla, but I really
certifiable.
enjoyed
When he heard
Origins
about the
and Odyssey.
manuscript, I
But
had
there's
it.
something special about
the
the
fact
old
that I'd
ones.
written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony.
Hey, what's going on? Is this Chris or Lincoln?
I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan.
Oh, what's going on, Link? Really, really enjoying Alan Wake. And I think the graphics are stunning. Like, I know it's remastered, so it has a fresh coat of paint on it, but even the original version from
Seriously,
the Xbox
Al,
360
what you were saying in the
had
car?
really
Just
amazing
listen to
graphics for
yourself.
its time. Like, every time we're in a
You
cutscene and I
shot
see
a
the
guy
facial
and his body just disappeared?
animations, yeah.
When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice, and everything's just...
Theramis.
Do you understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
I haven't heard of Knack. Is that from the same people? From Remedy? Because I played a few of their other games, which I guess they all exist in the same universe as Alan Wake, Quantum Break, and Control. And now we're getting Alan Wake 2 next year. That I'm really excited for that.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure.
From Bucktooth Charlie.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing is... Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy
Oh,
all
okay.
this sounds.
Never heard of
If
them.
you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working.
But if you enjoy, if they got, you know, 3 of them and you say they're good games, that might be something I have to look into.
Wait here.
I don't think there's any more collectibles in that room. I figured if there was a coffee thermos, there'd be another manuscript page somewhere, but I don't think so. I brought it.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts.
Well, that's exactly what happened, Barry. They were bulletproof until I shined the light on them.
Crazy talk, Al. Al. Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand.
Yeah,
You're my
same,
best
man.
friend, and I'm worried
I'm
that
still
you're not right in
holding
the head.
off
Tell me what to do
on
to
a
help, and I'll
PS5
do it.
You
until
stay
they
here, and if I'm not
unveil
back by
a
morning, call the
second
cavalry.
generation slimmer model. It's kind of what I did with my PS4 and my PS3. But yeah, I have like 210 games in my digital library and probably about 14 or 15 discs.
Or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Kind of stopped buying discs when it's so easy to just
Bless
get
you.
something from the PlayStation Store.
Oh, this
But
place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy,
Alright,
God
there's
knows what.
definitely
This
gonna be
is
stuff
so
in the
not worth
cabin
a
before I head
15%
out.
commission.
15%? Wow. Most managers ask for 20. Come on. Yep, thermos. But I'm not seeing a manuscript. Alright. Oh, they were already on? Shit. Oh, great. I can't get out because of the chair. Alright, so we are at a new cabin. Because the original cabin that me and Alice went to apparently doesn't exist. I don't know. The one that the old lady in the black dress gave me the keys for said it was her cabin, but I know not to trust her. Hey, look, a second thermos. And a hot tub. Oh, do I not have guns anymore? Do you have to, like, refine them in every episode? Because I had the revolver, the shotgun, and a flare gun, and the flare gun works great. Nothing in the well. Alright, man, I guess I gotta head for Lover's Lane. Some dude called my phone from an unknown number and says he has our wife.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Walk through the door now.
Have you played either for PS4? Have you played Firewatch or Kona? Because those are some really amazing indie games that I did streams of over the last year, and I enjoyed them. What was another one? I just did Oxenfree, and I really enjoyed that. Oh, Everyone's Gone to the Rapture. That was another great one. Alright, Buried Doubts, Wake Sanity.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode. and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Oh my god, Stardew Valley I absolutely love, because it reminded me of playing like Pokemon and Harvest Moon on Game Boy Color when I was a kid. Yeah, really enjoy. I still play it. I just haven't done a stream of it in a couple of weeks, but Monster Harvest. Oh, okay. Interesting.
I knew I should
yeah,
have
and
gone to
then
the cops. This wasn't
the
the
guy
smartest
that
thing I've
created
ever done,
Stardew
but I
Valley,
was still
because
angry with Barry for
it
trying
was
to
all
talk me
made
out
by
of it.
one
These people
guy.
had called me right in the
Everything, the
sheriff's
characters, the
The
music.
cops wouldn't scare them. And they had Alice.
He released the trailer to his next game, which looks very much like Stardew Valley, but it's called Haunted Chocolatier. Definitely check out the trailer for that if you haven't. I bet there's stuff down there. Oh, you can even see inside the windows and stuff. Oh, you can actually walk in. Scariest game? Oh man, I'm gonna pause because I actually gotta think about it. I really enjoy horror games, and I've done a fair amount for the stream here for the channel. What's the scariest? I mean, both the Outlast games were messed up. The Blair Witch game was messed up. Yeah, probably one of them. Pretty much any horror game where you don't have weapons, you're not a fighter, so your only options are to hide, run, or die. That definitely, you know, raises the stakes because you can't fight anything off. Like, I love Resident Evil games. Those games are still scary and they're fun as hell. Whoa! I just saw that. Okay. What the fuck? What was I saying? But yeah, you have a fair amount of weapons in those games.
Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc,
And even in this game, you can fight them off when you have the guns and the flashlight.
Organized than I ever seem to manage.
I did Alien Isolation on the channel. That was fun. Yeah, that dude walked right past this window. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I have the pistol now, though. Okay. Yeah. Uh-oh. Did we go back to the dark place? Whatever they call it in this game, it's pretty much the upside down. If you're into Stranger Things. I haven't even thought that far, because we just started Alan Wake and we're doing that on Saturday nights. Just started Life is Strange True Colors last Thursday, and we're going to be playing that on Thursday nights. Oh, I did a playthrough of Batman Arkham Asylum on Saturday nights before I started Alan Wake. And no, it's not my first time playing it, but it was my first time doing a playthrough for the channel. So yeah, I'll probably do Arkham City after I beat Alan Wake. Start doing that on Saturday nights. And then, you know, through the week I do random games, I mix it up. Wednesdays and Fridays I play with some of my friends. So Wednesdays are usually a wild card. We call it Wild Card Wednesdays. It's a different game every week. And then Fridays are Fortnite Fridays. We always play Fortnite. This coming Tuesday, my friend Random Zombie, who's one of the guys I play with on those nights, we're going to be beating The Forest. It's my second time, but his first time. I'm really excited to get him to the end of that, because The Forest 2, Sons of the Forest, comes out in May, and we're all super excited for that. There we go. Oh, so no, there's way more than 13. I didn't know it kept going down. Jesus, there's so many to find in each episode.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
I don't know who Rose and Rusty were. Oh, Rusty's the guy that rented us the cabin that was working on the dog. So Rose must be his wife? Rusty dying?
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. "Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page."
The book that he doesn't remember writing is starting to happen in real life.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Oh, I don't like this. Yes, there are, and I'll tell them to you here in a second. There's the tone has shifted, and I don't want to die. I don't want to die. If I go around this way, they won't get stuck. Oh no, is that Rusty? Yeah, I hear you. Oh, you're in. Oh no!
Help me!
This
Hello?
is literally what we just read.
I'm back here. Hey,
Yep, there's Max in his cage.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must. The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Okay. Well, I'm a huge nerd, so I love all the Marvel movies, but I also read the comics. So yeah, really excited for Doctor Strange 2 and the other ones that we're gonna get this year. Big fan of Harry Potter, so I'm really excited for Fantastic Beasts 3. Yeah. Yep.
Shh. Good boy.
I'm really excited for. Yeah, that would be cool. I mean, regardless on who made it, just a Doctor Strange game doing all the spell work with your hands and stuff, all the different shit, that would be really interesting. I'm really excited for Star Wars Eclipse, the Star Wars game that Quantic Dream is making. If you've ever played, you know, Detroit Become Human, Beyond Two Souls, or Heavy Rain, that's the studio that did those games. So imagine that style of choice-driven game in the Star Wars universe. It's coming. But after they announced it and showed the teaser trailer, a lot of Star Wars fans are not too happy that it's Quantic Dream making it. I guess because they don't like those style of games. I do, and I think it's going to be great. Oh, the light's in the other building.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on. The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way, felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside.
Oh.
Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Yeah, maybe if we're lucky, it could even be 2024. Obviously, the announcement trailer, when they unveiled it at the Game Awards last month, didn't have a release date. It literally said, like, in development or something. So I feel like they're still in the earlier stages, but that's okay. We're supposed to get Jedi Fallen Order 2 sometime this year, believe it or not, 2022. In fact, they said we should be getting the first trailer, the official announcement trailer for it, sometime this month. Oh, which reminds me, we're less than a month from Dying Light 2. That comes out February 4th. I'm excited for that game. Another manuscript.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light.
Oh yeah,
My lungs
it's
burned.
fantastic.
I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing.
You love Assassin's Creed
never
games.
came.
It literally plays like one of those as far as sword fighting or lightsaber fighting. It's honestly like, yeah, like an Assassin's Creed game. You know, square for a light attack, triangle for a heavy attack, block and parry with L1. And then when you're running around and exploring and climbing ropes and climbing walls, it feels like an Uncharted game. So they kind of took bits and pieces from a lot of franchises that I love and then put it into a Star Wars. Yeah, it's great. Batteries, revolver ammo. No shotgun? I feel like Rusty would have a shotgun somewhere. Oh no!
Too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty! Rusty!
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness. Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Oh no! Hopefully Max didn't die. It looks like his cage just tipped over and he was able to run off.
Fishing is only permitted for those prisoners who purchase a park fishing license.
I hear you, dude, but where are you? On the fucking roof, of course you are.
The park ranger's instructions at all times.
Rusty? Rusty, no!
Two bears and wolves never approach any other. Cats must be leashed. Never leave your kennel. It is against the law to remove any natural objects or this includes even simple berries.
What the hell? Oh, you can throw stuff? For sure, man. Yeah, I've been wanting to do another stream now because fall just started on my game. I'm in year 2. You know, I agree. I definitely agree. Definitely what I like to do the most in my free time. What helps me unwind and escape. But I'm a sucker for really good storytelling in all of its forms, and this is just one of many great mediums to get a really good story. But it's also the best way to get immersed in a story, because, you know, like with a book, you can read a really good story, but you gotta use your imagination to create what you're reading on the page. But with this, you're seeing it, you're playing it, you're reacting to it. Yeah, I think you get what I'm saying.
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez.
Alright, you believe me now, Barry?
Geez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
In a six-pack? Wonder who left that behind.
In
Rusty's
that last
final
instant of
thoughts.
consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens. But she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Okay. Are you by chance a fan of The Last of Us and its sequel? Because that's another thing that just popped in my head that I'm excited for this year, is The Last of Us TV show coming out on HBO.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Fuck. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, man, I definitely recommend them. That is surprising that you haven't played either of them this far into it. You know what I mean? The first one came out in what, 2013? But then it was remade for PS4. And, yeah. Great.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Oh, shit. A fourth one? Dude, that is messed. Oh, no, there's no fourth one. They just can throw their knives. I forget. Alright. Woo! Ranger hat. They came at me from this way. See, that's the other thing. I don't know how far off the track they would go to hide collectibles, because there's definitely a few manuscripts that I did not find in episode 1 last week. Alright. I know it wants us to go that way, but I want to see what's this way. Is this just another day use area? With collectibles, though? Yeah, yeah. See that? Manuscript. Yeah, and I can't believe that game is getting remade for the second time. So there are 3 versions that are going to exist. The PS3 version, the PS4, and the PS5. Like, stop with all the remakes and remasters, Rockstar, and just give us GTA 6 already, please.
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al
That's
was.
kind of where I
Rose,
stand about
the
it.
waitress at the
I still
diner,
play GTA 5
From what Barry
online
could
all
tell,
the time
Al
on
pretty much fell
PS4,
off
don't
the
get me
face of the
wrong.
earth when he left
Especially
the
with that
Rose was
Dre
just the kind of
DLC
fan
that came
Al
out a couple
hated.
weeks ago. That
But
was
she
really
tried
fun.
to
I
help.
enjoyed that.
She was smart too. Knew a lot about
But
what's going on in the town. Knew a lot about Al. Even knew who Barry was.
I think they're getting obsessive with like
That was no big surprise.
remastering
When it came to women,
older
Barry
games of
and Al
theirs.
rarely
Like
saw
now
eye
we're
to
supposed to
eye.
get a remaster of Red Dead 1, which could be cool, but I think we all just want a new game from them, whether it's a brand new game or if it's GTA 6. I'd be stoked for Bully 2 because I thought that was a great PS2 game. Alright. This is the road to Lover's Lane. Hey, that looks like the beater from before. It is! Alright, I know there's people. Where are they at? Nice shotgun. The great old one, felted by lightning. Interesting. Yeah, see, I feel like the one hyphen's way down here in the darkness, but I could be wrong. Whew.
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason. Packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo. Things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
Yeah. Oh, look at that though. There's one down there. Okay. That's interesting. We must go down there at some point, hopefully. But it wants us to go this way, to Lover's Peak. What the fucking shit was that? Yeah, okay. Right. Didn't know this game had brutes in it. They could just charge you even when you're shining light on them. Golly. Uh-oh. Great. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, see, this is the one, yeah. got all of them but one, but now I can't outrun or kill him because I'm out of ammo. So I gotta do that whole section over again, and or maybe not. Oh, cool.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
A rider to catch, so us? Man, this is a long way to Lover's Peak. Ooh. I wonder if we gotta go up there at some point.
Shit.
Oh no. Who saved us? Yeah.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming.
Fuck yeah, I don't know
That
you, but you're
flashlight's
awesome.
kid stuff. The
Give me your-
flares will keep the bastards away.
Yeah.
You can see them too?
Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
No.
Come on, Wake. You better keep up. You set him up, and I'll knock him down, Wake.
I never found that chest full of supplies. I know what he was talking about in the manuscript because I found a couple of them in episode 1. The chests that are marked with the yellow paint that you can only see with your flashlight.
Lover's Peak. Right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do, Wake.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back talk. Throw it off, damn it! Just a little longer. Scare them off. Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off. Just a little longer. I almost got it. Okay, it's over. Move it or lose it. Oh, you feeling better now, Wake? All cozy and safe. Better get ready. They'll be on us soon.
Oh.
This is it, Wake. Our last stand. There's more players here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake. Stop fighting me! Piece of cake, Wake.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were going to say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're going to bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her now.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna give me the manuscript or you'll be sorry.
No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
He had Alice. On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign, and nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant, until now.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jesus, still gotta find 8 more to have all of the ones in
Wanted the
episode
manuscript because he
2.
thought it held some magical power, but I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Mara and figure out my next move.
Why does it always end up with us fucking trekking through the woods in the dark? Oh,
it hurt like hell. I was stuck.
not cool, man. Jesus, you see how far off the path you can go? It's like... See, now I know better. Oh, yeah, right, come on. Yeah, the good kind of blinking. Oh.
Sarah didn't care about the legal threats Wake's agent had made. She let Wake go without argument, because there was something about him she couldn't quite put her finger on, something that reminded her of her father. She didn't think Wake would hurt his wife. Then she thought about the way he waded into Hartman, that hair-trigger rage flaring up without warning.
Alright, so it should be 7 now. Who else fucking wants some? Oops. Hello? Like, yeah, let go. Oh my fucking god. shotgun in there.
The night had been one desperate
here's a
situation after
chainsaw?
another.
Oh,
I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
Oh, great. So that's foreshadowing what happens when we get out of here. That'll be the boss fight or fucking something. It'll be like fighting Jack Baker all over again in the basement in Resident Evil 7. Maybe I should try to save my shotgun ammo for that then.
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
There we go. Are we supposed to jump out at that end? Oh, where's the box? Come on. I've seen the paint. See, here's paint right there. Oh. Oh, clever. Okay. Hell yeah. Now we're ready for a fight. I think. Hey, I still need 6 more manuscripts. Have you seen any? Oh, man. hunting rifle. Is that what I... Oh! I was gonna say, I bet this got something. Oh, there's a building. I bet that's where we're going. All right. The top of, you know.
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
So 3, 4, 5. 5. Yep. Oh. Let's look at statistics. Kills with vehicles. Ooh, we haven't done any driving yet. Poltergeist objects destroyed. Haven't found any of those. $27 out of 106. 20 out of 100. Canned pyramids. What? Interesting. I didn't know it had statistics like that. That's good. I like that. That's handy. I like that. We'll take a quick minute here. Alright, so 4.
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
Darkness wears her. Yeah. Bye-bye. I see one right there. Hell yeah. Can I just, can I just grab it?
Shadows stirred and the wind picked up as I ran through the forest. I felt the dark presence turning its gaze toward me. Then the moonlight was blotted out by dark shadows that raced violently across the ground, moving too swiftly to be natural. Darkness gathered between the trees and melted again to reveal the Taken. No natural path had brought them here.
Alright, 3 pages left. What does that symbol mean? That'd be really cool if I could find them all. For at least one chapter, and this one, I think we're closer in this one than in episode 1 even. See, I always feel like these nooks and crannies that are out off the beaten path a little ways is where I'm gonna miss something.
this occupation.
Nice! That went better than I thought. Knock on wood though. We ain't done yet.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on. I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods.
Truth. I still think it's 3, right? We didn't find a new one, did we? 1, 2, 3. Okay. I feel like there's gonna be one somewhere in this trailer park. If we search thoroughly. Oh, too bad we can't go into the trailers.
I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster. And the headlights were a welcome bonus.
So we must find the keys. Okay. You gonna make that tire swing? Go ahead. Come on, just like earlier. Go ahead.
I had to find the key to the garage.
I know. Oh, nice. 2 left.
The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it. But it felt all wrong. Call it instinct. His posture. The way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond. I needed the garage key to get to the car.
I know you do, Alan.
The garage key had to be somewhere nearby.
see. I'm gonna play a TV. Hey!
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
You can hold on nature by yourself.
I was wondering why 2 opened and that one was locked. I had a feeling, that's why I was trying to get the camera to look over the stall. Yeah. You fuck on me, buddy. I wonder if this will be our first driving portion, and if we run anyone over. This is cool. Refreshing change of pace. Oh yeah, see? Thermos. What is that all the way over there? No way. Yeah, dude, look at that. See? Great.
There was no misunderstanding. Cauldron Lake was where Alice and I had stayed, but there was no cabin and no island. I was missing a week. What had happened to me? What had happened to Alice? I had to get her back. I couldn't...
I need one more, and now I'm really kind of... Oh, good. Good, good. fuck. I'm really hoping that since the last one isn't a ridiculously hidden one. Or we've already missed it. Oh shit, you can drive any vehicle? Okay, well here's what I want to do then. There's a gas station looking thing before the bridge. Check it out. Cool, so I guess if the car has the interior light on, it's drivable? Oh, no. Oh, this is where we left from. Look at that, though. They want you to drive around and explore. Watch, there's gonna be fucking people now, right? Wow, you guys fucking suck. thermos. Sure do. What's going on, Michael? I'm not sure if it's on PC or not. This is the new remastered version. The original version was Xbox 360 exclusive. The remastered version is on current consoles, but I'm not sure about computer. Cheers, man. Appreciate it. Okay, so that's where we found the other one, was in that tunnel up there. So, yeah, I think we're good. I want that original truck back though. I hope it's still there. Yep. Oh, this was the visitor center, eh? I'm gonna have one more look around. But yeah, we're close now. Our cabin was right up the way. Such a shame. It's a fucking bloody mess. No? Oh. Oh, is this the way I came up with this? Oh. It's locked. I really just want to find that last manuscript page. Oh no, this is just that endless ammo reserve box. Why they have it outside, I don't know. That's literally like a dumpster full of revolver ammo. Alright. Yeah, we might have missed it, but God, we literally just need the one for this episode. Yeah. Right there. Well, dang. Oh, this is in here. Did we ever go in here? No, I didn't, because there's a thermos. Glad we take that. Damn, that would be really cool if it was in there too. Oh well. Alright. He's trying to make something happen. I came up here when we started.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
Oh, you are dirty. Alright. Oh, this was that neighbor's cabin where the creepy shit was happening. Yeah. Now it's been ransacked? Fucking something. Alright, that means we are really close to our cabin. Yeah.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
It's not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me?
Yes, I get you.
I believe that's my cabin. Or maybe mine's that one up there. No, this is the cabin where the weird shit was happening. Yeah. Oh, but it's perfectly fine in here. Yep. No manuscript though. Holy Or maybe it's right
Barry
here
had
in the
talked
ship.
about birds over the phone.
Damn. Oh, what the fuck?
I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I did it. I killed some fucking birds. Oh, of course there's more flare guns right here. Oh, I gotta jump in the window, or I gotta go all the way around the other side. Jesus. Man. Somewhere out there. It's a missing manuscript, and I can't get it out of my head. Oh.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
Yeah, because now you know better, don't you?
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
I know.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the old
dear diner.
Good girl.
Oh, what the fuck? So she's the one that's turning. She's the source of the darkness. That old lady in the black dress. And she can infect people, and that's who I have to fight with the flashlight and the guns. They're called the Taken. Okay. Whoo! Creepy stuff. Well, God, I'm pissed that I could not find that last manuscript. I know I sound like a broken record, but I think it's a trophy every time you find all of them in an episode. But other than that, that was a great episode. End of episode 2. Hell yeah. So we'll pick back up with episode 3 1 week from tonight, next Saturday evening, and we'll keep going onward. That is going to be it, though. And that is the end of the week, y'all. No stream on Sunday, but Monday I'm going to throw up a clip, as I always do. It's going to be an awesome squads Fortnite victory with the boys, with my brother Aaron and Random Zombie and Doubler, so look out for that on Monday. And then Tuesday I'll be back to beat the forest with Random Zombie. Yeah, that's going to be a good stream. Don't miss that, because it's going to be fun. Wednesday is Wildcard Wednesday with the boys. I think we're going to play Among Us, because we all bought it when it came out for PS5, and we've been wanting to stream it. Last week we didn't, though, because Zombie was at the movies, and it was just me and Doubler, and that's why we did Grand Theft Auto, the Franklin and Lamar stuff. So I think this week is going to be Among Us. Thursday we'll pick back up with Chapter 2 of Life is Strange. And then, of course, Friday will be Fortnite, as it always is for Fortnite Fridays. And that is the schedule, more or less, going into next week. But I hope you guys have a great remainder of your weekends. Talking about the rest of tonight and tomorrow. I'll see you on Tuesday, but look out for that Fortnite clip on Monday. Till next time, say hi to your mom for me.